Belgium Power Apps and Flow user group. We started this group in 2018 and we have grown to approximately 250 plus members. Our main goal is promoting the adoption of the Microsoft Power Platform. We are focused on the non-BI components of the Microsoft Power Platform and their interaction with the surrounding ecosystem. We organize events throughout the whole year. Sometimes we do it alone, sometimes we work closely with other user groups and associations. You can find us on Twitter, LinkedIn, and YouTube. If you'd like to know more about us, please feel free to look on our website. So today we're joined by Michelle Wang from the Netherlands, but I would say let's now switch over to Michelle to introduce herself and show what she's got in store for us today. You go ahead, Michelle.
All right, let's share my screen. So, can you all see my screen right now? I just do so. Can
Yes,
see my screen,
can.
right? Okay,
yes,
I also removed the order. Clifton, if there are any questions, please let me know and then I can do the answer. Okay. I just start my screen and welcome everyone to join this Belgium Power Apps and Flow user group. And today I would like to introduce you about using 3D animations or 3D making 3D apps with mixed reality in Power Apps. This is quite new. And so I would let you know about the ins and outs and where to get started. A little bit introduction about myself. I'm Michelle Wong from the Netherlands, as Clifton said. I'm a Microsoft 365 consultant, but I have a focus on SharePoint Online, Microsoft Teams, and also Power Platform. Everything about Power Platform I'm very interested, and yeah, well, maybe I will do a switch to business applications also, but I also make different Power Automate flows to create different solutions and automate solutions for my customers. Feel free to keep connect and link me on LinkedIn or follow me on my Twitter handle, Michelle Wong NL. And oh, this is a drawing my daughter drew for me, and I promise her to use it when it's possible. So my daughter is 11 years old, and she started drawing with the iPad Pro and Apple Pencil with some apps. And she's also known as Little Artist Pro on the Twitter handle. So feel free to connect. And this is the agenda of today. I'll do a little bit introduction about the mixed reality components in Power Apps, some steps how to create your own 3D in Power Apps itself, and I will do some quick demo, and finally I will show my own Pokemon 3D app that I have created, and the ideas about it, the infrastructure, and that will be my second demo of today. Yeah, so here we start. In around April of this year, Power Apps come with a new feature, and that is mixed reality in Power Apps, and it's in experimental mode right now. But you can just activate the new feature, the component feature, and then try it out on your mobile phone, and you can create a lot of great things about this. In this session, I will focus on the first two parts of this component, view in 3D and view in mixed reality, and they have also measurement in mixed reality, and feel the shape in mixed reality, like a cube or a circle or something. But in my apps, in my demos, I just focus on the first two parts. So I got a lot of questions from people. Hey, how do I create 3D animation or 3D models? So if you want to use this in your Power Apps, there are few things and few tips I can give you. First, what I did, I did my search on internet. I just search, for example, my son likes Pokemon, so I did some search for Pokemon 3D, and then I went to a free online resource site where I can download my 3D resources. On your machine, on our Windows laptops, we also have 3D Viewer, a 3D Painter, and a 3D Builder. You can install it from the Windows App Stores or Windows Stores, and then you can create your own 3D models. If we have time, maybe I can show something about those software. But with those software on your Windows laptop, you can create your own 3D model. I'm not an expert in this on this field, but I just know how to use it. But one thing you have to notice, in Power Apps, you have to save your 3D model as a GLB extension. And if you download a source from internet, or if you open a 3D model, you have to save it as GLB file. And that's the source file type Power Apps will support. The second thing is think about where to save your 3D models. Those 3D models can be very large from itself, because maybe it's very huge. Let's say you have a 3D model from a train or from some building, and it can be very large, or maybe it has a lot of different colors or shadows, and etc. etc. So the 3D models itself, you don't save it or upload it in your Power Apps. So you have to find a place where Power Apps can connect to, and then open it from over the internet. From over the internet. So in this case, you can save it on SharePoint, in your OneDrive, or a GitHub. I have chosen for GitHub, but if it's for an internal usage, let's say only for your own organization, maybe you can save it in on the SharePoint site as well. Now, the first step is enable the mixed reality feature in Power Apps. I will show you in a while how to do that. Now, then insert the 3D model just on the source, link it into the source, the location where it is saved. And when the mixed reality component is activated, you can find it under the media, view in 3D. It's a preview, you see it in preview. You can insert your 3D model. And if I want to use my 3D model in mixed reality, there's also another component you can use view in mixed reality part. One thing is very important. Sometimes if I download a 3D model from internet, it can be very huge, very large. Or you want to set it specifically 10 centimeters by 25 centimeters. So in the view in mixed reality component, in the properties panel, you can here set your units, the measurement in meters, in centimeters, or in what kind of units, and also give them the height and the width that you want to use it. And finally, you can test it on your mobile or tablet. Because the camera on your laptop doesn't support mixed reality or 3D functionality. So you have to publish your Power App into your Power into the Power Apps mobile device, and then try it out and test it from your mobile. So when I create my Pokemon 3D app, I have published it over more than 200 times to try and test and change my problems. Finally, when everything is working, you have to fine-tune the app and, of course, fulfill the needs that your organization or business want to. Are there any questions so far? No? Okay. Then I would like to start a demo from scratch, how to create this. So I go to my Power Apps. Sorry, I forgot to sign in. Yes, so I open a new app and I create one from scratch. Let's say I use a tablet layout. The first thing you have to do is go to the file, and in the advanced settings, scroll down on the experimental feature, and here you can find the mixed reality feature. Let me see, it's here over here. I just turn it on, and then if I go back to here, and then flow user group demo. I just first save it. Save. Yeah, and because I have turned on my mixed reality, I go to my insert panel and I can find here my mixed reality component. And also on the media, and scroll down, I can see view in 3D model. As I said before, I can click on here and open view in 3D component, but then it will ask me for a source. Source is something where the location where your 3D model has been saved. And in my case, I saved it on my Pokemon, on my GitHub. And I have already uploaded some Pokemon over here, my 3D models. I just download some one of the 3D models, let's say coughing, and then now I download the zip file, and I will show you this 3D viewer. There's a 3D viewer. With the 3D viewer, you can see your 3D models. You can scroll up and down. I can open a file. Let's say Raichu. I open this and I save my Raichu Pokemon as save as GLB. That's the main thing. The second part is upload this into a source, and I've already saved this onto my GitHub. So I just grab my codings on here. And on the app, on start, I do some settings, set for GitHub. So. And also, I have created a collection. I create a collection with some information. Let's say, oh, sorry, this is double. I did a set to my GitHub location. And because you start with your GitHub, it's beginning with raw GitHub user content. And here's my collection. And I have set some information inside inside my collection over here. Let's see. Gives error. Everyone starts.
Michelle, you have, I think I know where the issue is. You have a comma on the last record. In your collection, you have a comma. So you do a clear collect, but then you have a comma on the last of the name Tyrant.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Tyrant. Yeah, so if you remove that comma, it should be okay. Yes.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. So if I do a run on start, I view my collection, and here I can see my the information I have saved in my database, in my collection, the image name, the source, and also some width and height of the Pokemon. And here, over here, I can say the source is for GitHub, and collection Pokemon models, and you can see here's my Pokemon model. I can say give me the source. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can insert a collection. Insert collection into my database, and here's my collection. Do some label, and so I'm not very handy, but I have this is gender. Insert another one, and this is this item name. You can see this is Jigglypuff. And finally, I insert a media image. This item dot image. Yeah. Just fine tune a little bit on the right hand. So I have to check my I can open my demo. I did it last weekend, but I forgot how to change this into an image. Did I miss something? So I have to do a quick look at my coding before.
I think you might need the GitHub prefix.
Yeah, right. I missed the GitHub. For GitHub, and this image. This was it. Yeah. Thank you. So over here, I have my collection of my of all the Pokemons, let's say. And when I select this, go to here. Source is gallery 1.selected. I think that should work. Gallery Oh, sorry, I forgot the GitHub one. So as you see here, when I click on ratio, it will download from the internet source and finds the GitHub location. And then I can see my Pokemon and Squirtle, Snivy. And here, over here, my Squirtle, his image name was with this. So I just fixed my my problems, but I have a gallery where I can select the preferred 3D model, and then I can see it in 3D. Also, if I use this one, mixed view in mixed reality, I can put it over here. And on the mixed reality component, you have the same thing like a source. Over here, it's just the same as this one. You tell them the GitHub of the source location, 3D model location, and then they know which kind of where to show the 3D model. And over here, I created one. It looks like the same. I can publish this file. My demo, I publish this, and then I test it on my mobile phone. To do this, I share my location. I screencast my mobile phone. So, can you see my screen? My mobile phone screen, I think.
Yes, we can.
Yes. Yep. Okay. I go to my Power Apps, Power app, and I should scroll down, I think, to find the one I just created. That's the, I saw it. It was this one. The first time they will ask for a camera to open this. I say yes, and here you go. Here's my Pokemon gallery. I choose Raichu, and I click on View in Mixed Reality. And over here, you can scroll down and take a look. It should take some time to load the file, maybe. Let me see. Here it is. You see the dots on the screen, and I can tick on it, and then the Pokemon 3D. Oh, sorry, I forgot one. As you see, here is my Pokemon 3D on the top. I forgot one important thing, and that is set the measurement of the Pokemon. Oh, sorry, my 3D model. So I have to go back. And then here in mixed reality, as I said, here is an properties of object width, height, and depth. So I have to change this in centimeters. And for example, 40 centimeters, 50 by 40. And then we publish the app again. Then it should be a lot smaller and taller. So over here, I can share my screen again, and then you can see the 3D models will be smaller. So I still have time, so I shared my screen once again. Can you see my screen? Not right. Not yet, I think. I missed the connection. Sorry. I screen this once again. I'm using an app called EasyCast, and that can show my screencast my mobile phone to the computer. But sometimes I get lost connection, so it looks better. Okay. Okay, you can't see my screen right now, eh? Not my mobile phone, I see.
Not yet.
Not yet. Start. Okay. It looks better. And here I open my Power App. I reload it again. You can see I have a lot of game apps on my mobile phone. I do have internet connection. I missed the connection once again, so I'm sorry for that, but my computer stopped. Okay, I tried for last time, and then I also show the final demo that I have prepared. And hope this time will works. So. Go to my Power App, and here you go. You see there's a newer version. I click on it, and this time my Rachel. Move it over on the screen, on the floor actually, and then when I see the bullets, I can click on it, and here it is. You see, I can take shots of this Pokemon Raichu. You can also move left, up, and right to see the 3D model. Yeah, this is the first demo I want to show you. But with those steps, you can try the Pokemon of the mixed reality on your Power Apps. And I also want to show you an Pokemon app that I have created before. Because
sorry to interrupt you, Michelle. I have one question. So you already answered this question, but Joe asks if it's possible to embed a small model locally in Power App, so you don't have to download the model every time you open the app. Maybe you can answer that question.
The question is if I can install and upload a small model into my Power Apps, right?
Yes, so you don't have to re-download it every time you open the app. Is that possible?
No, unfortunately, it's just located on internet somewhere where your app can connect it to. Let's say on SharePoint or OneDrive or GitHub or another location where your Power App can request the source, and then it reloads. So you have actually you still need a good connection, internet connection for that. That's maybe the downside of this. Yes. Are there any other questions so far?
Yeah. So hopefully this has answered your question, Joe.
Yeah, that's perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, and because I do have connection right now with my mobile screen, so I can better demo my next my final demo to you. So I see my screen was terminated. Start again. Maybe the connection over here is not very well, so every time my connection will terminate it. So I try to start my connection once again. Sorry. Okay, because my demo is not very well in this time, so I just show the next slides over my Pokemon 3D, and then I try to reconnect it with my EasyCast once again. This was a demo of the mixed reality from scratch, and I also created on Pokemon 3D, and I want to share you my idea. So maybe that will trigger you to think what are the possibilities with mixed reality in Power Apps. Actually, my idea starts in the Power Apps community call in May, when Reza Dorani showed his astronaut. That's in a 3D Explorer also. He just tried out the newest features, and I saw it and I think, oh, that sounds good. I want to give it a try. So I searched on internet for 3D models because I don't have any information about how to create a 3D model. So I did some search, and I found 3D models from Pokemon. And as I said before, my son is a big fan of it. So I got my idea, and I want to give it a try. I just played around with this. I'm one of the leaders of Power Apps for Kids. That's a little community with people where we teach little kids to create Power Apps, and then we give some demos and learn them how to use how to create their own app. And also, I want to interact my son, and maybe he can give it a try and play around with Power Apps. So I combine all things together, and I created this Pokemon 3D app. And I also decided to entry my Pokemon app into the demo extravaganza from Power Apps. And if you get enough votes and kudos, you can be one of the finalists. And I was one of the finalists finally, and overall I got the third place. And now I want to demo once again my Pokemon 3D. I'm not sure you have seen it before, but so I share my broadcast. Start. Yeah. My the broadcast, I have to find another one to share my mobile phone screen better, but this one is not good enough, as I see. So I start my broadcast once again. Hope it will get connected this time.
While you're trying to figure that out, Michelle, you do get some congrats from Fernando, who says that actually you're not a loser, you're a winner because you had how do you say it? You got on the third place. So that's quite a high and a place for the number of participants of that how do you say it? Yeah, of that event, to say it like that. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, thank you. For me, it's just the experience is very important for me, and that will also say I am on the right place to do my things, and I also want to share this with others so they can give it a try and think outside their comfort zone or think what is possible and what is not possible and give it a try. So that's why I did my entry. So okay, I get my connection. So I share my Pokemon 3D app, and here it is. In this app, I have tried a lot of things. I have tried some animation. I download the 3D models, and I think don't use too much, just 5. So let's say I use my Pikachu. I also find some Pikachu sounds on my on internet, and here I can feel my Pikachu, feel the Pikachu in real. I click on the screen. Move around. Whoops. Move around. Here it is. So, and I can take some screenshots of my Pokemon. I can go back and let's say if you do another one, Jigglypuff. And because you use the camera device on your mobile phone, so you can also take photos, nice photos from with your kids holding a Pokemon in hand, or you can do some other nice things. There are a lot of things I came across with this one because I have an iPhone XR, and the photo quality is very high. So every photo I make is almost 2 megabytes. So if I create a lot of, I made a lot of photos, it will take a lot of time to upload this into my OneDrive. So I set some limitation, let's say maximum 3 photos that I can upload once a time. So I just select 2, and then I click save. So this is this one is also nice. This is an animation GIF, and it's a long animation, a GIF animation, but it fulfills the loading time, because what the Power App now do is it triggered a flow. A flow will use the image file and use it, put it into JSON and include binary and put all the information to flow. And then flow grab all the information. I saved all the information I need. I create a new file, and then I saved it into my OneDrive for Business. So I think that's the, if you download this, sorry. If you download this app, I think you have to save it on a location. But where can I save this? So I think that with your OneDrive, with your Office 365 account, you can save it on your OneDrive. So I choose OneDrive to do this. Now when I go back, you can go to some instructions, some image, and also I place a kudos where I find all the models, all the sounds, and all the images I have used in this app. So I also give them some credits of this app. And yeah, this is the whole app. Actually, I just use the 3D model mixed reality components, and then I create something with fun for my kids. But yeah, I want to share this with the community because we have a lot of fun creating this and playing around with this. And I would like to share this with you all. So here's the link. You can, this is the architecture. Yeah, I have a Power App. I save it into my GitHub, and I use and connect to OneDrive for Business. With Flow, I put all the JSON formats, include binary file into Flow, and from Flow, I say, hey, create this file and save it into OneDrive for me. Here's the link. You can download from the Power App Kit Zone, and you can give it a try. But don't forget to publish this into your mobile Power App, Power Apps on mobile, and then play it around. If you open this file into the Power App Studio and you want to play it, it will in the preview. It will give an error because it will say, "Hey, your camera device don't support this." So that's an important thing you have to know about this. Yeah. So that's the information so far. Are there any other questions?
Yeah, I have a question. Michelle, maybe you can show our audience where they need to enable the mixed reality and a feature.
Show it once
How
again.
they should enable it in their Power Apps, because maybe that question will arise.
Where I enable the mixed reality feature, right?
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah. Okay. Here's the Power App Studio. You go to the file and in settings. On the advanced settings here, you can scroll down to the experimental feature, and here you find the mixed reality. Here you can see here's mixed reality. Just turn it on, and then you get the components like mixed reality, and on the media you find view in 3D. Because I have some time left, maybe I can show the 3D builder. That's another one you can on the Microsoft Store. You can find a 3D builder and then install it. It's just for free. 3D builder. That's this one. You can install it and then you can start your 3D builder. And what this one does is it will create 3D models for you, or you can search for 3D models. So let's say I open, you can search, let's say toys, and then you find, oh, here's a nice dinosaur. I can use this one, and it's loading, but when it's open, you can take, here's the dinosaur, very cute. Oh, maybe I can use this into my Power Apps. So how you do this? So on this one, you can just save as, because you can see here, the extension is FreeMF as extension. I'm not familiar with all those formats, but I just know I have to save it into GLB for the Pokemon, for the Power App. So I save this, let's say Dinosaur Green. I save this one, and here on my Windows, you see Dinosaur Green. Also on the right side. Yeah, the color doesn't go with this model. So the next thing you have to do, the next step, actually the next step, I say save as, I just save it as FreeMF onto, and then I use 3D viewer, my 3D viewer. That's another app from your on your Windows machine. I open the 3D file. Let's say dinosaur FreeMF. I open the FreeMF, and this time this file will save will open with colors. I say save as, and then I just overwrite the dinosaur GLB file. Save it, replace it, and if I open it on my Windows, let's see. Okay, this is, where is the viewer? Here's the viewer. Save as. So, GLB. Save. Here's my second GLB file. Actually, I have to upload this into GitHub, and then I can connect it with. I can put this dinosaur, cute dinosaur, green dinosaur into my Power App. That's the steps to create or to use a 3D model. And of course, there are a lot of resources on the internet you can find, but that is the method. Yeah.
Yeah. So Michelle, I received John asked an interesting question. Can you do 3-dimensional animation with a timer control in combination with your company logo? But I think I already gave the answer, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we can get into that.
Because the 3D model is a static one, you cannot use the 3D model, hey, wave with your hands or do something else. So I only can use the timer control to say, hey, move it from an X coordination to the to another location. I can just move it left, right, up and down, but I cannot say, hey, 3D model, wave your hands or do something else. That should be great, but I didn't see anything to use that.
What I do know, for example, that the icon elements, you can use the rotation property, but does the 3D model doesn't have a property like that, like a rotate property or something like that?
No, because in the Power App itself, you can only see this 3D viewer. You can only see the 3D model in a 3D viewer. So if I play this, the Pokemon, I can use my my mouse or use my finger to enlarge the Pokemon, but it is a static one. It's not moving around or rotating or do something else. So, and maybe it's for later on. It should also be great if I can make the background transparent. Maybe that is possible. Background fill. So this feel a little bit better if I use a white background. So I can also change the border, I think, but that's limited to what it provide for now, what they have for now.
I also think so. This is rather new technology in the Power Platform. So it's only the first iteration, or I think we're at iteration version 2. I think I'm not sure, and I think in the future it will be more or it will be enhanced. I'm sure of that.
Yeah, and then also it's in experimental feature right now, so we have to wait when it's good enough to use it as general general public release or something. So we have to wait for what will come to us with this. Yeah, I'm not sure. Are there any other questions? I see a lot of comments, but did I
don't
miss
think we have other questions. I would say to our audience, if you have a question, be noted this is an interactive session. So if you have a question, just unmute your mic and ask Michelle the question. She's here for us.
Yeah, the logo have replied. And yeah, when I create this app, I also ask my kids to play around with this, and I ask them, hey, what else can I put into the Power App? And then they say, oh, maybe you can add some sound, or maybe do some other things. So I add another features into my Power App, like the loading screen. You see, it's just an animation with timer to load the logo from top to down, and then it go to another screen. And if I go from one screen to another screen, you get some sound from Jigglypuff or Pokemon or Pikachu or Squirtle, and that also creates some fun factor into your Power App. So that's important to do that.
Yeah, another question I often receive from colleagues is, will this be a paid or will this be a premium feature? My personal opinion, I think so, because the geospatial features and the mixed reality features are built on top of the Azure AI capability and the Azure mixed reality capability. So it would not, it is almost logical or that this will be a paid feature once it reaches general availability status. What do you think, Michelle?
Yeah, I think they will develop further in this kind of feature, and yeah, I agree with you, Clifton. I think it will be general available, but when and how far, I'm not sure about that. Yeah. And yeah, yeah, sorry for the demos, because I'm to demo this to demo mixed reality on my mobile phone. I have to screencast my my mobile to my computer, and yeah, you see the connection. If the connection wasn't well, then it will get lost, or I have to reconnect it again once again. So that takes some time.
So that's why I use an Android, and I can just use my cable, use an Android, and then I'm good to go.
Maybe that's a good tip, to use just a cable to mirroring my mobile phone to the computer. But maybe for the next time I will give it a try. And if we have some time left, if you're all good, I want to show you my another game that I have created. That's a Pokemon Bubble. It's the first time I show it to public, actually. And this is my Pokemon game. It's something different than a 3D model, but it's gamification in Power Apps. How you can do that and how it is possible. So if I can hear the sound or not, I'm not sure, but I just take it off. And the idea here is just press on the blocks and then it will disappear. And I have a timer on it, and I can play around. And so it's just a simple game, but it makes a lot of fun, and you can think about how can I use Power Apps to create this for you. So that's actually the thing I want to show all of you. Just play around, and this is my first version. In the second version, I add in some settings, so I can have some live. I can say, hey, show me only 3 blocks, 3 stacked blocks, and with sound or without sound, and so forth. So think about what is possible in Power Apps and try it out. And so that's the way I learn my Power Apps functions and all.
And how much time do you spend to develop such a game?
Well, in day life, how you say, in working time, normally I'm just a Microsoft consultant. So I know everything about Office, Microsoft 365, and I help consult people to use some solutions. Sometimes I can create Power Automate or other things. Any weekends or in my spare time, I just play around with Power Apps. So this game, this Pokemon 3D game, I use 3 weekends to create this. And the Pokemon Bubble, the second game app, I also use few weekends to create. Every time I take a small piece of this, like let's say I use components, and then I figure around. And if I'm facing other things like performance issue or something, I just dig around and try to fix it and make myself more and more familiar with Pokemon, with Power Apps. So I just do it in my free time, spare time, for now.
Yeah, I have to say, I'm every time I'm quite amazed when I see the games built in Power Apps, for example, by Mr. Deng and other colleagues in the community. Because I have to say, I'm not that creative. I'm not a creative mind at all when it comes to building games in Power Apps. So
Yeah.
I would say, hats off to you.
Thank you. I'm a functional consultant, and I started my IT as a web designer. So I use Photoshop. I think UI is more important than other things. So I will think about that kind of features more than a technical or developer or someone else. So I want to
that
create
explains a lot. Yeah.
So in the Pokemon 3D, I use backgrounds, I use animation, I use sounds to make the app not that much static as it is. So that is very important to think about the user interface. Yeah. Any other questions so far, or something you want to know, or? And I just want to thank you all for the time and for the patience to see my demos.
Hello, Michelle. This is Fernando.
If you have any questions, just feel free to connect and give a shout.
Fernando has a question. Go ahead, Fernando.
Yeah. Hello, Michelle. Thank you for your presentation. Could you share what implementations could use that technology or that approach in business, like in factories or services? What do you think?
You think about the 3D, the mixed reality part, right?
Right.
Actually, what I can thinking about is as Microsoft described in their blogs. Let's say you have to measure some 3D models. I have on chair, and then I want to see how my chair looks like in my living room. So maybe if you're an 3D model designer, you can create the chair and then give it a try in Power Apps. So I can just show my 3D model in my living room, and then you can see, hey, how does it looks like? Does it match with the other furniture? Does it match with what I was thinking about? And then that's a kind of mix of 3D mixed reality, I think. Another method you can use is maybe use 3D models and then show it in some business case. How can I say? For example, my company that I work for, they have created a chair, a very big chair for the governance. And then I was thinking, hey, maybe I can use this chair 3D model into my Power App, and then they can show it to their other customers that they can create this, that they have shared this with others, and then maybe it will give them some sales opportunities or ideas. I'm not sure, but it just depends on the business case. But that use case I can think about.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah.
I have to say for our audience, maybe you don't know this, but IKEA is one of the companies that is using this feature currently. I know that there was a blog and a blog appeared with some examples how IKEA uses the Power Platform in combination with the mixed reality feature. I would say Google that one and you will be amazed with the things you see. And I also know that one of the largest independent Pepsi co-distributors is also using this feature to to how do you say, to organize the work when they go to their customers, that they can measure, how do you say it? They can measure some things and other stuff. But just go ahead, Google these names, and then you will see the blog will appear for sure.
Yeah, in my Power App, in my PowerPoint presentation, I'm not sure we can share this, but I have some resource links. One of them is the blog post of Power Apps, and here you can see, let's say they have some capabilities and how you can show off how it looks like. They can do measurements, and here are some examples how they can use this in business case in real life. Let's say this 2D model, how it looks like if I place here my furniture, or something like product catalog, as you can see. Those are examples from their blogs. So as Clifton said, just go around and do some search. Maybe it will give you some ideas how to use this in real case scenarios. Yeah.
I have a question. I have a question.
Yeah.
I have a question. Is it possible when you put a Pokemon on a place that the Pokemon is stored on that place, is saved there?
Mm-hmm.
Is that possible?
Yeah. I forgot to share, but let me show you. In my Pokemon 3D app, I have a location that is saved in my OneDrive. So it's in my Pokemon 3D folder over here. And here you can see all the images that I've created with the Power Apps with mixed reality. You can see that here's my son. And then you can see here with a Pokemon in his hand. So this is the location where I save all the images. So the file, you can save it. Yeah.
And if you open then it later, can then I look the Pokemon on the same place?
No, it will reload again because the 3D models will every time I click on mixed reality, view in mixed reality. I think it's going to the internet, grab the location of the 3D models, and then load it into the camera on your device. So I think every time it's just go through internet and save it. So the position they place is every time the same, but you have to press on the circle, the white circle you see on the camera. You have to press on it, and then it will place over there and will stick in that place.
Okay.
So that's the only thing you can play around with. Yeah. So as you see, I create a lot of nice Pokemon's images over here, but they are all my tests, and every file is about 2 megabytes, I think. So it's very large.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, it's a very large image file. So so you have to think about this one, because the mixed reality use the camera on your mobile device. If you have an older versions, then the file will be the quality of the photos will be lower, but it depends on the camera device.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you can't put an object like in a real game and the object stays there.
On the mobile device, if you have the 3D model on your camera, you can press on it and then move it a little bit around, just a little bit, not much, but you can move it from the one place to another place, or you can press on the right upper head to reload it again. Then it will replace again. But that's the only thing you can do.
Okay, thank you.
Not much, yeah.
Okay, I'm looking at the clock and it's already 5:05 or 7:05, and I also see that some of the colleagues are starting to log off or leave the session. So what I would do, if you want to reach out to Michelle, you know her links. We will put up the links, but maybe I can still show some 2 outro slides. Then we can finish with that one. I will share my screen for a second, if the audience doesn't mind. PowerPoint slide. Hopefully everyone can see my screen. And hopefully I can see my own screen. Okay, otherwise it becomes very difficult to close the session. Okay, so thanks, Michelle, for joining. It was a very interesting session. Yep. And looking at the response from the audience, I can see that they're also quite how do you say it? Yeah, I can't find the correct wording for this moment, but you know what I mean, huh? You know what I want to say.
I hope you give them some inspiration to give it a try.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, inspiration. Yep. Thanks. That is the correct word. So inspiration, I see that they are quite inspired, and hopefully we will see some nice solutions the coming weeks and the coming months.
Share it afterwards if you create some solutions. That should be fine.
Yeah, indeed.
Yep.
So, maybe I want to close with this one. So once again, Michelle, thanks so much for this session. It was an energetic session. For those who missed part of this session, don't worry. And this will be made available through our resource channels. You can find these channels on our website. And then for the last slide, okay, so what do we have planned for the upcoming weeks? Actually, not that much. We'll try to squeeze in another session within 2 weeks. And if that won't take place, we'll see each other again on the 24th of September, where you will be the host. Yeah, that's right. You will be the host. This will be an open session in an Ask Me Anything format. Come with your questions and challenges, and together we'll try to address those. Then in October, we'll take a break to blow off some steam. And I'm sure that many of you also have meeting fatigue. So this break is actually a good thing. Probably we'll organize an in-person event in November, but that depends on the COVID-19 situation at that moment. We're not sure yet if we'll organize an event in December, as many are on leave for the holidays. We'll make a decision later this year. Announcements will be following soon. For now, I would say thanks everyone for joining, and until the next time, bye-bye.
Thanks for having me. Bye-bye.